Hello friends, this is Kevin, aka K-Man1, coming at you with another episode of Sly 3, Honor Among Thieves. In the last episode, we played as some different characters in order to make moves to take down Don Octavio, and in this episode, we are finally going to be making our last strikes at the Don himself. So, let's go ahead and jump into action, and the mission is incidentally quite a ways away. So, we're going to have a little bit of trouble, but it is nothing particularly difficult, because, honestly, this is one of my favorite, final heists in the entire game. I'm gonna pickpocket this guy. I bought a couple of power-ups off screen, but nothing really worth noting super closely. Just stuff that's pretty much the most useful for this particular point in time. And sorry, I heard some weird stuff with the recording, and I lost my train of thought, but it's okay because it seems to be back to normal for right now.
This is it. Octavio is due to arrive for the opera recital in just a few minutes.
We did a good job taking out the advertising. No one's shown up to listen. No audience means no demolition demonstration.
True, but to finish the job, we'll need to take out the main tar vacuum. Use your disguise to gain entry to the opera house. Then head down to the pump room and let me in through the side door.
No problem, signore.
Alright, so yes, we are going to be using our famous disguise. And by famous, I mean stupid and you can't run or jump twice while using it. And I really don't want to have to put in another password, but I'm gonna have to.
Easy one. Here you
So,
go.
I really like how the passwords are different voice parts. I think that's just a really nice thing. And passwords are mechanics that aren't used very often in the game, but when they are, they're always renamed so that they are appropriate to the circumstance, which is something I appreciate. And so far as I know, there aren't any, overlap passwords insofar as, the same button combination. But, at the very least, if there are, then they're technically different because of the different things that Sly says. Because of them. I really don't like putting in these passwords as much as the game makes you, so I'm trying to dodge around these guys as much as I possibly can, but unfortunately, it's not always possible to avoid contact with these fellows. But it's okay because I'm pretty sure we can easily avoid these last two guys, and Bentley's concerned, but fortunately Octavio can be here to help us out. Yeah, didn't think we'd be running into this guy so soon, huh?
I don't recognize you.
But he's just going to ask us a password like any other guard, and we will have to put it in the good old-fashioned way.
Tenor bass, tenor, tenor.
Okay. Pass a word to the rest of the guards that under no circumstances am I to be disturbed during my big comeback recital.
Yes, sir. I'm certainly looking forward to the performance. Once I'm done in the pump room, I'll be headed out to the stage. If it isn't too much trouble, would you help me with this double-button security door?
But of course, for a fellow musical lover, it would be a pleasure.
Alright, so yes, we are having another double-button door.
1, 2, 3.
And I'm pretty sure we got the timing quite easily. Because I've gotten good about just kind of knowing the timing with the slight delay. And Sly is just going to waddle his way forward in disguise.
Nice to see you, pal.
And worth noting is that I believe if you are to undisguise in the stairwell, and then walk forward, he'll switch back into the disguise, and then walk over to Bentley, and then switch out of it. If I said that correctly, I don't know.
Look, if those
you probably know what I mean.
Guards let me do the fighting.
But
you just
anyways,
focus on taking out the tar
it
pipe.
is time
We need to stay on schedule.
to blow stuff up. If memory serves, you need 2 bombs for each in order to destroy them.
More bombs.
Okay, it looks like it's 3 bombs to
We
destroy
got
them.
company. Just stay on those tar pipes.
So you can actually just put them all on at once. Or not. Okay, I guess you just need to have them slightly staggered, or the explosion slightly staggered, in order to have it work. But I've had it before where I've just like placed a whole bunch of bombs at one time, and it's been destroyed like that. But yeah, you really should probably just ignore the guards and let Sly do most of the fighting. Because some of these are a little bit annoying to get to, like this one especially is just a real problem child. And I can't get the bombs to be... Okay, there, that is basically what I was aiming for and how you're going to want to do that one. But yeah, the basic strategy is just plant a bunch of bombs at one time and then hope that they blow up properly. And sometimes Bentley turns around in weird directions, but why are you turning... Yeah, the thing is, when you're in combat, you automatically face towards the nearest enemy, and I died. Alright, I'm just gonna cut to the very end.
Nice work, partner. Is there still time to catch Octavio?
But yeah, as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted by my own untimely demise, when you're in combat, you'll automatically face towards the nearest enemy, so if you're Bentley and trying to explode other stuff while in combat, then the game mechanics can kind of screw you over in that regard. Kind of annoying, I know, but ultimately not a huge deal. That'll just completely break the game if you are not aware of it. But that's that phase of the mission taken care of. So, it's time for nothing other than a rhythm minigame.
Just be ready to drop the chandelier.
Yeah, it's going to be a rhythm minigame coming up, and I am just going to go ahead and stop talking so that Bentley and Octavio can have a little bit of a conversation. Because there is, as always, some good dialogue in this mission.
Ah, Mr. Tomato Fertilizer. You got a death wish.
I couldn't resist showing you up at what you treasure most. Opera singing.
You're a vocalist. Fine. A duet is coming up. We'll sing it first, and then I'll gut you.
Bring it on, Grandpa. I'll sing you under the table.
La 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 la.
La 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 la.
La 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 la.
La la la.
La 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 la.
La 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 la.
La 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 la.
La 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 la.
La la la.
La la.
La la.
La la.
La 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 la.
La la la.
La 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 la.
La la la.
La 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 la.
La 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 la.
La 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 la.
La la la.
La 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 la.
La la la.
La 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 la.
La la la. Now!
What? No!
Freeze!
police. The lot of you are going to jail.
This recital is over.
Yes.
He still got the demolition switch.
Octavio
Never,
reacted pretty
ever
mildly to
freeze.
that, if I'm being completely
I'll
honest. And
drive.
I
You
hate
shoot.
when a guard has a treasure in a cutscene, or in this case Carmelita, and I can't pickpocket it because I just want to pickpocket you. I want to pickpocket everyone. It's a problem. It's an addiction, really. It's not actually an addiction.
Roger.
Like,
Sorry.
I don't like
This time
have
I got
dreams
you
about it or
surrounded.
anything, or like, I don't know, something. Yeah.
Can you go any
So,
faster?
we are now
This
going to
is
be
it.
in another
Shoot out
boat
his
chase
engine and we'll
segment.
have him.
And this one isn't too terribly difficult, but something to note is that I don't believe you can destroy the police boats, and this time Octavio has counterattacks that he can be using. So in this particular instance, he's leaving a trail of bombs behind him. And each one won't do that much damage, but it's just a matter of if you take a lot of them, then, but yeah. If you take too many, then you'll die, which is the whole point of enemy attacks. But for the most part, they aren't too particularly difficult to dodge. All you need to do is pretty much jump over the trail as it passes you. And Octavio honestly doesn't have that much health in this segment. So,
That Carmelita.
I don't know, I feel like as far as shots he can take, he probably has less cumulative health than the Black Vipers from the first boat chase mission. It's just a matter of he actually has counterattacks rather than
Not nobody.
just relying on you hitting hazards already in the field. So overall, not a very difficult boss fight in that, but we are about to be coming up to something that is definitely going to be more challenging and just more enjoyable. And you'll understand what I'm talking about once we get to
We're
it.
gonna crash.
But let's just go ahead and let things play out.
It's over, Octavio. You're beat. Give us the demolition switch and we'll all try to ditch these cops.
You chasing me for this? Fine, big shot. It took me 6 months to prepare this thing. But what the hey? I got more where this came from.
You guys see that boat go out of control and jump and smash into that thing? Destruction! So cool!
You think that was a cool punk?
You monster! Stop it! Stop it!
Murray, I need your help. I've never seen someone move that fast. Octavio's old, but he's still got it. Let's take him together.
But I vowed to my guru that I'd renounce all violence, and the water is still black.
It'll be clear any minute. Trust me. Now, let's take him.
You're right to be scared, Hippo. Your wheelchair friend should have been so smart.
Murray! Help!
That does it! I'll floss my teeth with your spine! The Murray returns!
Alright, so we are finally in a proper boss battle with the Murray. And the big thing you're going to want to do is every now and again, you'll have a charge of the tar available for you to use, and you're going to want to use that to slow down Octavio. If he does not have tar underneath his feet, then he moves very, very quickly, and he is a pain in the rear to try to fight. It is possible, and if you want to do challenge runs like that, then I am absolutely not going to stop you, and I commend you for trying, but it is not something I am going to be personally attempting. But basically, when there is not tar, you're just going to want to dodge around him, but when there is, you are going to want to wail on him as much as you possibly can. So, he's already at about 2/3 health, give or take. And naturally, you want him to be a little bit more towards the center of the tar, so you're going to want to aim properly. And for some reason, Murray isn't slowed down by the tar, but Octavio is. I don't personally get it, but hey, I'm not going to complain about the aim being made easy.
This one's out. I'm moving to another valve.
The first segment of the battle, there really isn't that much to say about it, beyond don't fight if you don't have to,
All set with the tar.
and try to keep him near the center. Obviously, if you punch him enough times, then he will get knocked away, and I am doing a terrible job of dodging his attacks, but I keep expecting him to throw the tar ball like he just did there. But it's okay, because the first phase is over.
Murray, these pumps are out of tar. I saw some more valves over by the cop station. Follow me to a fresh supply.
Alright, let's go ahead and just sprint towards the thing place, the cop station, police station thing place. You know what I'm talking about. And upcoming is pretty much probably my favorite line of dialogue in the entire game. So let's just let it happen.
They have more tar, but I am not holding back no longer. Listen to the song of your death.
The Murray knows no song, but the triumphant horn section of his own triumph.
Quit talking, stupid kid, and die!
Yes. But anyways, before I talk about that, Octavio has a new attack where he basically attacks you with his voice. I've heard of bad singing, but that is just taking it to a whole new level. But anyways, to dodge that, you're pretty much just going to want to jump over him. And for some reason, he's using it at point-blank range, even though he normally doesn't. So, yeah, that's something to keep in mind. If you ever need health, then you can break these nearby tables and chairs to hopefully get a health pack, but unfortunately they aren't really giving me anything right now, even though I'm fairly low. But it's okay because he is right in the middle, and yeah. We're both at about even health, so ultimately I think this fight is turning to be pretty... And can you stop spamming that attack? I just want to attack you. I swear, he's been spamming his singing more than he ever has in any time I've ever played this fight before. So I don't know what that's all about. Maybe he's just trolling me because he knows I'm doing live commentary. Maybe he's just really feeling in a singing mood. But yes, the Murray knows no song, but the triumphant horn section of his own triumph. Easily one of the best lines in video games ever, if you ask me. But it's okay because he's on low health, and so we are about to be done with this noise, pun intended.
So that's it. The old guard's out, and a new generation steps in.
That's right, stepping in, big time.
Come on, Murray, I got the demolition switch. Let's get Bentley and run for it. We got cops closing in. With the fight over, we went back and scraped Bentley off the pavement. It was touch and go for a while there, but we managed to sneak out right under Carmelita's nose. Octavio wasn't so lucky. The guy got 30 years behind bars for what he did to Venice. I guess Italians don't like it when you sink their landmarks. Ironically, he found success as a singer while in jail. After all, most of his old fan base was already in the clink. But the big score here was bringing our old pal back into the gang. Once he put on those gloves and that mask, it was clear to everyone, most of all him, that the Murray had returned.
Well, nice of you two to stop by for a little fatherly advice. Julius made a run for it, and the curtain fell. Now, normally I'd whack both of you, but it's a carnival, and I'm feeling charitable, so I'd think of something else.